Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and those who are neither, wherever you are in the world. I'm Rambling Rusty Elm, and welcome to another live stream of words are hard today, of Cities Skyline. This time we are in Cities Skylines 2 specifically, and we are introducing our first ever build for this game. And it's a city I'm going to be calling Honors Ring. Now, first thing I want to do is discuss exactly what it is I hope to do. Why have I called it Honors Ring? And it's because I want to honor all of my favorite YouTube creators with this city. My plan is to name different areas or features within the city after these creators. So with that said, let's take a look at the map that I have chosen, which is the Archipelago map. Wow. And as you can see here, I've gotten a nice composite image of the overall map. All 580 some odd squares that are available. And also, as you can see, I don't have any starting squares shown here. Currently, we're looking at this image in Blender because I want to be able to draw lines on the map. So let me. Wow, something's wrong with that. Wrong button, that's what's wrong with that. Let's see, I want to add a grease pencil here, if I can remember where to find them. There it is. Let's see, we're going to add a blank grease pencil, and wow, I think I actually have to come out of this view so I can see my grease pencils. It's been a while since I've used this. Anyways, yeah, I might go back and just draw on this later. But as you can see, there's a lot of islands around here. And if we zoom in, you can see that there's a road that comes all the way over. Oh, it actually goes off the map, it looks like, over here. So it is a through road. Now, in the United States, for those of you who are from the other side of the pond, we would call this road a freeway. It is a split 6-lane road, 3 and 3 highways. Over here in the States, we would call it a freeway. Where is this coming? Okay, it looks like this is actually a split. And this would be the normal starting area right here. But I don't want to start it here. I want to start it... Well, I want to have 3 different starting areas, and I get 9 squares total to start with. Why do I want 3 different starting areas? Well, because I want to split my zones. I want to keep this big central island here as my tourist and commerce type zone, and I'm gonna put my industrial up in this area, and then the rest of these, at least all these little islands, I want to have those as my residential zones. So looking at this, oh man, we can see that the road, pretty sure that's the road coming through there. Yeah. And I know that there are power lines that come in here somewhere, but I don't see those shown individually on the map. That's obviously a road that comes up there. So where do I want to start? Well, I think to start out with, I'm going to get these three here. And ooh, where do I want to start over here? Maybe I'll take these three on this island. Although I could do this island, which gets me, well, no, because I'd still need to do 4 there. Okay, so, well, truth be told, industrial is the least amount of stuff that I need. So I could do all 4 of a residential. Then pull 1 in here. Probably pull this one to start my commercial build areas. Or these 2 maybe. What? How do I want to do that? How would I do that? I think I'd go with these 2. And for industrial, oh, let's see, I'm going to need something that connects in. So I'll probably have to start here for industrial. So I think that's what I'll do. We'll just grab that one, these 2, and I'm going to grab this aisle for my residential. Since that's all just 4 squares there, 6, 7. I get 2 more squares. Okay. Well. Oh, wait a minute. That's 4, 6, 7. Yeah, I get 2 more squares. So probably these 2. Or I could take a 6 square section here on this island. Awful tempting here. I mean, yeah, maybe I'll do this island instead. Get all 6 of these, then get my 2 commercial and my 1 industrial zone. So the eventual plan is to build a ring road around this island. I'm going to use, let's see, that looks like there's a little too much slope to it. But I'm going to pick one of these islands, maybe even this one here since it's already got road on it. And that's where I'm going to build my import-export hub. And I'll just probably just run trains. Just completely replace this road that goes all the way through here with a train track, and that'll allow me to just run my cargo trains. So yeah, and a little loop here, probably with a split out over to here. So it'll come up like that. So I should come from here, around, and over, and back. I may run something up here as an offside. Maybe I'll put my tourist stops, tourist ports and whatnot up here. And I can just run that as a second rail system in here. And of course, I will be doing subway systems. Probably looks like, let's see, 1 line like that, 1 line to go all the way around. Yeah. Don't know what I'm going to do about this little lagoon here. Looks like it might be a little bit small for anything of note, but maybe I can put a little fishing port in here, because I do want this to be a bit of a fishing town. Have all of its local industry around fishing. Seems kind of like the right idea to do here. Might find some ore in these mountains. I don't know. I have not looked at that part of the map before. So we're going to look at that. Well, I don't have the DLC that gives you the fishing stuff yet. I am planning on getting that at the beginning of the month, so we will be able to expand into that and set up some fishing grounds in this map. So with all of that being said, let's pop into the game and get this launched. So I already know I'm using this map. Now I did have this map preset up, but I discovered that if you go in, when you start the game, when you save it, if you haven't selected your starting tiles, you lose the ability to do so, which seemed a bit ridiculous, but just the way it all works. So let's see. I don't want to do the tutorials. I don't want to unlock all the map tiles yet or have unlimited money. I do want some kind of challenge. So we are going to go with the North American theme. I am from the United States, so most of my stuff is going to be using North American theme, simply because I don't really know what other countries, how they look, what their build style is. I might try and do something in the future and see what I can come up with. But for the most part, I'm just going to stick to North American themes. Okay, so we have the Costco Wholesale, the Home Depot, the unnamed supermarket, all set up. And as I said, that's the normal starting zone. But I have bought, well, not bought, I've gotten the 581 tiles mod, which allows me to pick what zones I want. So we're going to go with those. I said this one, I believe. Oh, okay, there we go. And let's see, that's 6, that's 7, 8, 9. No, I was going to go this way. There we go. So that is my 9 starting tiles. I could potentially expand that, but I think this is what I want to go with. So we're going to purchase that. And one of the first things we notice over here, we do have some roads. I was not aware of that. Oh, what's this down here? A little set of ruins. Covered bridge. A couple of little farmhouses up here. Okay, so that's weird. I have not seen that in any of the stuff that I've been watching from Biffa. Let's see. Notice a little boat out here in the middle of nowhere. And where was my other one? There it is. Okay, so we got our industrial zoning down, going to be going on down here. I don't see any electrical, so I'm going to have to build electrical. Now this one has a little bit of electrical coming in right here. Well, it looks like it does. I don't see any electricity though. All I see are these two Let's go to my info views. Let's try it that way. Okay, so I do have some coming in this way. It's coming underground. That's what's going on. I've got no electricity over here, so I'll need to build something there. And yeah, okay, so let's start out here with our power generation. Ooh, look at that wind. Crikey, I knew I was going to regret not looking at this, because the wind is different from what it was before. Wow. Well, at least it's kind of going that way right now. Commercial's not going to care too much about it. Jeez. Okay, so apparently the wind is generated at time of map launch, so gotta remember to keep an eye on that in the future. Where is... Here it is. We already got a bit of a road structure going on here, so I think I'm going to take advantage of that. And where do I want to put this? There's a couple of old houses out here. Let's put this here. That looks like it's got some pretty good wind going on. Now this generates 2 megawatts of low voltage, so I need to remember that. It's only $2,500 a month to upkeep. And we're also going to need power. Where was it? Okay, that's here. Whew. Yeah, I think I'll put that there. Hey, water. I kind of would prefer to have the groundwater pumping station, but this is all going to be industrial, so we gotta be careful of that. Okay, there is no groundwater available there. There's only this one groundwater here. Let's see. If we go with the towers, we got nowhere to put that. USA Northeast Water Tower. French Water Tower, Netherlands Water Tower, Small Water Tower, EE. See, that one is 2.6 million gallons a month. 10.5 million gallons a month. 7.9 million, almost 8 million for 15,000. That's a third of the price, bit under a third of the water. And that's 1,000 more for an extra, what, 2.5 million? 2.6 million? That's not a bad price up. I think we're gonna start with this one though. Where did I put that? Oh, over here. I put that up here. Let's put that. That looks like a good spot for it. Let's see, we're going to be keeping this pretty close to the freeway here, but not to the overpass. Probably along here. Now this seems like a very American way to utilize your space. Actually, I'll probably come back through and move that because I'm going to want to put property there eventually. Okay, this one. Isn't it? No. Where did we put that? No. Here. There's a nice little lake right there. So we'll put that one there. And actually, I think I want to move that. Get that somewhere around there, yeah. Okay, this one. Yeah, I don't want that under there either. Wow. If we control H to that, at least get it up here. Yeah. Gives me a nice little starting location for my commercialized industry. Okay, time to throw in a road. Let's see, I'm gonna just go with probably a dirt road. I do like starting with dirt roads for some reason. We'll just do a small grid, I think. Well, general tunnel. Snapping zone grid. Place a point A, point B, then drag sideways to create a perfect grid. But it doesn't tell you. Okay, I'm not really liking that so much. Well, I know that my initial property is going to be going along the coast. So let's go ahead and set that road up. Let's see, that's going to be something like this. Let's look at we got a nice little draw that comes up right through there. I think I'm going to take advantage of that. Those trees on the road. No, it's going underneath them. Barely, but it is. Okay. So now we need to go to water. No, that's sewage. That's water. What are we doing with our sewage? Ooh. It looks like everything's flowing that way on the sewage. So okay, that gives us our sewage and our water for here. Now, where am I going to put it here? Looks like this is all flowing north. So we're going to want it somewhere along the northern shore. Okay, water. And we also need our electrical power. Didn't I put that up here, not down there. And that one's already connected. I haven't drawn in my road there yet. I need to put a substation in here. So what do I want? Small? No, no, no. Looks like it's going to be this one. Yeah. Of course, I did say that I wanted to kind of take advantage of this draw right here. I think I'll put it right in there. Control Anarchy on to let me place it, and then we'll turn Anarchy off. Power. Oh. Low voltage. It's heavy voltage. Go ahead and no. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh, it's over here. Don't need that up. Then we'll grab the Move It mod. Yeah. Okay, now back into the power cables, and we need to go underground mode. Oh, what the heck is this? What is that? Okay, that's better. Didn't realize just how uneven this coast was. So we are going to actually zone our first little spot here. I think for this one I'll just go with the standard. A little, wow. That is just horrible, horrible. This is extra assets. Okay. Level terrain tool. Shift terrain. Elevates or lowers. Soften the terrain. Slope the terrain. Oh, wow. That is still... pretty strong. I think that's actually bringing it up below the road surface. There we go. That seems closer to what we've been trying to get. Maybe even just a bit too high. But we can at least make a start with that. Okay. I forgot that I have this in windowed mode, so you kind of missing out on some stuff here. Let's switch this. Yeah, that's the right window. That's what I want, full screen. Let's just do full screen. Keep changes. And then we can go back in here. Okay. Now I can see, wow, I've already spent $200,000. Okay, zoning. We want to go ahead and I just want a couple of little somethings in there. Let's use find it. Turn on our filters. What do we got here? Networks, buildings. I know we want buildings. I know we want commercial. What's this? Mixed buildings. I think I want to go with a mix. Cafe de Paris. Southwest. I know that we want American. Let's limit it to 2x2. I think I am going to use a lot of mixed housing, mixed commercial and zoning. Now over here, we want the residential, not mixed. Let's see. We want low buildings. Let's see, what do we use in here? That's still got the filters on. And yeah. So what else we got here? 2x3. I shouldn't just plop all of these. But I'm going to. Let's see. Mobile home 1x3. That's what I got right there. No, I see, that's level 2. Okay, that's the same thing, just on a larger plot of land. Let's do that and then throw those in there. And there's not going to be a lot of residential to start out with, but that is something. Hopefully it's going to let me actually do it. I need to put something over here. And we're going to have to start with the road. Oh, that's the complex curve. That's why it's doing weird for me. Overlapping items. What is it? Oh, it doesn't like being connected to the freeway right there, apparently. Okay. Though I suppose if I was going to truly build upgrade these two. Okay. We want that one coming that way. Holy smokes. I think I should have looked at that a little bit better. Yeah, I do not like the way that looks at all. Yeah, that is just horrible. Okay, so let's do that again. Take that roads. We want a one-way road. We're gonna bring it down to about here, I think. That's better. See, I think we'll go ahead and just have to go ahead and replace this. At least that far, yeah. And I'll get some power and some water. Drop in some sewage disposal. Oh, eek. Can we squeeze it in here? Nope. Progression panel, milestone unlocked. Let's see, your efforts are bearing fruit and the city has taken its first step towards success. Well, let's take a look at our progression panel. We now get the church in. And the Heath Pub. And UK small petrol station and Jimokindo Pub. A Welsh pub. The Black Pig. Okay. The Fox Inn pub. So we get a bunch of pubs out of the UK pack. We get loan limit. City budget. We get to start budgeting. We get to start doing taxes. It's a medium density row housing, vegetable farming, coal mining, roads, new roads. And a bunch of headaches. Okay. Development. Well, you know what? I think I need to step away for a minute. I will be back while I think about what I want to go with. I am back, and while I was gone, I realized I forgot to sign into my Discord. So let's go ahead and get that launched up here. Okay. Now we go back, get this going. What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna have to switch my modes, I guess. And what do I want to do? I have one development point. Where do I want to put that? I need 2 to open that. And I need 2 to open both of these. So I think I'm going to save this point because I need to get... I think I want the recycling center. And let's see, I know I'm going to want the water treatment plant eventually, so I'm going to need 4 points. And, oh, which way do I want to go with here? Eventually I'm going to need the solar power plant. So then when we look at roads, we got the advanced road services, parking areas, large roads, highways. Okay, so I'm going to have to eventually go up this way. Whew. Okay, well. 2, 3, 4. So, okay. So achievements, of course I don't have any achievements because achievements are disabled with mods. Now, looking at this, oh, I need to connect that up. And then we can zone in. See, where do we want to? Clean industrial manufacturing, clean warehouse, specialized industry. I haven't actually looked at my resources. Let's see, natural resources. Let's see what I have. So on this island, it looks like I have a little bit of farming there, a little bit of forestry right in here. We have some offshore oil, even when I get into that. Yeah. Got some oil up here. It's ore. Yeah, we got lots of fishing. So once I get that DLC, we'll be rolling in the industry up here. Okay. But for now, it looks like we are fairly limited. We can do some forestry stuff. That'll bring in some jobs, a couple of jobs. Although that's up on the other side, and I'll have to add my road up here. I think I'll go ahead and do that. And then we can do a couple of forestry slots here. Okay, fine. Let's do this. Come on. Quit that. this one right out here. If we can get one more in here. I want to edit that. How do I edit that? Info panel. Color customization medium. I wonder how you edit that. I know I've seen Biffa do it a lot. I guess I should have just gone ahead and drawn it in properly because is he using the extra terrain tools? Industry, road markings, surfaces, no. That does not appear to be how he's doing it either. So, snapping. Topography, show marker, anarchy, show markers. Let's see, that's the landscaping. No. That's not it either. There we go. Got those just a little too close, but that's okay. I think we can work with that. Okay. And let's get a couple of, no. That's not the button I meant to hit. Let's, depth to industrial and corner type, zone type, low, row, medium. Okay. Let's only do one, so oops, accidentally lost my other one. So let's grab the move it mod and put that there like that. Let's go back to what we were looking at. That should be enough industrial to get us started. I think I want to go back down here. Let's go back to, what is this, mixed? Let's see, what is that? Overlapped item. We were in the northeast, yeah. Okay, I think we are now at a point where we could potentially hit play. I do want to zone a couple more residential, What kind of residential? I want North American. Nah, this isn't quite going to be waterfront. I think I'll just go ahead and and that's what I want. North American mobile homes. And let's see, we've got 4 additional units we can buy. No, that's the one we want. What do we want to consider doing with these 4 units? I should go ahead and buy, but I gotta pay upkeep on these too, so I gotta consider that. Tile upkeep. These could get expensive really quick. I don't want to buy one with a bunch of useless water right now, which is essentially what that is. I'd be spending $8,700 a month for some water that I can't do anything with. Yeah, I just realized I don't have a road here. Okay, let's grab this road straight. No, let's not do straight, let's do curve. Let's do a complex curve. Oh, that should actually be Let's do this right. That gives us road access to and from. Not sure. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out some road access to get over here. I was afraid of that. Because I don't have the boats yet. Nope, no mass transit. Oh, wait a minute, there it is. Transportation. Water. Integrated passenger ship, integrated cargo ship, ship outside connection. No. Okay. Subway. Invisible subway stop must be placed on subway tracks. Creates middle platform if placed between double tracks. Let's see, I need underground subway station, terminal subway yard. I need milestone 4 and progress node subways. So I can't do that yet. Create a station module to add platforms with different depths. For subway, station module, also invisible entrance. Bus depot. I can't do any mass transit until I hit level 4. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to get a road over here, which means I'm gonna have to spend a little bit of money here. I need to get those two. So I can get a road. Says it is flooded. Oh, you know what I should have done there? Okay, I really don't like this bulldozer tool. Okay, let's do a complex curve. Let's turn our snapping back on. It's saying that at least part of that is in the water. Population increased. Yay. Yeah, if I can get this road building figured out in this game, we might be doing okay. Okay. Snap to zoning cell, snap to existing geometry. Let's see, we're gonna have to come up with a name for this bridge. It's gonna be the first special feature, named feature. And let's see. What am I gonna call it? It is saying slope too steep. Okay, oh wow, look at that. Let's see. do I adjust that? Undo marquee, manipulation mode. See, that is not what we're looking for. Let's see, I'm definitely gonna have to let's see if I can find it. No, move it. Where is move it? There it is. Hotkeys. Let's see, dyslexia locked. Move objects down. No, of course. So we want to move it. We want to do that, and okay. That's just some weirdness. Yeah, no. That's just, wow. Yeah, no. Okay. We'll just rebuild that road. Overlapping. Well, yes, it's overlapping because I need it to frickin' connect. Why don't you want to connect to that road? Ah! What is up with this? Okay, let's try from back here then. Why don't you want to connect with this road? Is it gonna make me rebuild this entire thing? Just because it wants to be a pain in my arse? I have never had this much trouble putting in a road. It doesn't even want to snap to the... Okay, so it made me snap. Made me go all the way back. Oh wow, look how close those are to the water. I do not like that, but that's the way the game wants to play it. Okay, we have demand for everything. We have some here. We just needed to get a road over to it so people could start moving in. Let's look at our commercial over here. Yeah. Okay, our commercial hasn't zoned in either, which is weird. Oh, so we got a couple of gas stations. We got these guys waiting on a Hearst. Yep. We got a taxi in there. Boy, those are looking mighty beat up. We need a cemetery. Where are we gonna put our cemetery? You know what, let's go ahead and put it right out here. Wait a minute, I think there's a water source under here if I remember right. Isn't there? Didn't I see one of the... Ow. No. Water. water there. There's water up there. Okay. Let's see. We need to go. No. Cemetery, final resting place. Let's see, that is 27,500 a month. There's 15 hearses. Oh, lovely. My road did not give me anywhere to... I just did a standard 2-lane road. Why do they gotta make it complicated? And where is my tool for turning on zoning? Yes, that's nice. I got all these fancy roads. But if they don't give me zoning, they don't do me any good. See, that doesn't do me any good either. Oh my lord. There's grass. I don't want to add grass. I don't want to add... I want my frickin' zones. Jeez. This is ridiculous. I mean, there's only two-lane roads in here. And it doesn't look like either one of them is going to allow actual zones. Is it because it decided to elevate it? Yes, it is. For some reason, it decided that that needed to be fully elevated all the way across. Okay. I'm gonna grab that. Be nice if I could actually see the road. Okay, and then, oh wow, okay. It's gonna insist on that. Now I need to look at my power. Is there power through there? Yes, it's being drawn from over here though. Which is fine. Let's go ahead and shut that down. Let's follow him. See how he gets where he's going. Oh, we got us a taxi following us in here. Okay. Let's see. Looks like most of our zoned trailers have filled in here or are filling in. Now that we got some death services Let's see, we're gonna need, what else? We're gonna need a medical clinic here. UK Medical, US Southwest Medical Clinic. That's too big. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll grab this road, and we'll extend that out just enough for them to. Okay, where do they use black step vans for ambulances? I've never before seen that. Where are you headed? Milton. Okay, he is headed off the map apparently. Yep. Let's see, that's heading to Heathville, that's heading to Milton, and that's heading to Milton. Oh, those are railroad tracks. I thought that was an actual road. Ah. Okay. Well, it's a good thing that this was on a different island. Ah. Okay, what just happened? Well, I didn't crash, it just minimized the window for some reason. Let's see. We were just looking at that railroad track that comes in right here. And that's going to make this island my cargo hub. Although I could, let's say that runs off the edge of the rail there, off the edge there. Oh, that's the northern edge of the map. Okay. And this just comes out here and dies. See, that comes to there. I could pop that over, use this as a jumping point. Because I think I'd rather use this one as my cargo hub. Okay, let's go, that's the south. There's where I'm at. Look at that. We got us a nice little trailer park going on here. Well, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I've got that there anyways. Okay. Those are all three, so I need this one to be here. And I don't know, maybe I don't have that particular mod on. Okay, so we got some contour stuff going on there. Let's go ahead and let's see, that's medium density. We got some demand for some medium density. see what we got in terms of medium density residential. Okay, that's a 2x2. I should have gone with that, but that works. What are we looking for here? We're looking for 1x3. That's a level 2, level 2. Holy smokes, for the size of these windows, that writing is really tiny. Level 1, 1x3. Mobile home. Short. Let's see. We want 3 depth. throw a couple of those in there. We want to So we want to do that. I think I'm just going to zone these in. But we have gone through all of our demands, so let's see, I want mixed. Stores. Guess is it in here? It's low density, medium. This is the Home Depot and Costco. get. Oh, I don't think that's what I want. Okay, what did I have here? Northeast mixed. Northeast mixed. So I'm doing northeast pretty much over here. Bit of that in. Okay, let's head back over. Let's see, we were here. No, we were down here. How is our industrial doing? They are being used. Okay, so let's see, what do we have? Grab this mod. And we're going to rotate that just a bit. Oh, oops. Small village. Yay. P3 PNA apartment. Still building in over here. We now have 3, which will let me get the recycling center. And where are we going to put that? We're going to put that over here. I think I want to put that one down here. Okay. Oh, wow. That thing is huge. I think I might buy another segment for this. Let's see, where do I want to put this? I actually kind of want to put this up here on the main. Up here somewhere. think, yeah, I'm gonna have to buy another segment here. And we'll grab See, we are losing money. Let's subsidies. I'm getting no subsidies. Okay, I'm giving no subsidies. I'm paying 200,000 service trade. What am I importing? Tile upkeep is 38,000. So tile upkeep right now is half of what I'm making. What's it? What's fees, maintenance, and resources? I'm gonna have to up that. No. I want to reduce that. Wow. Healthcare. Let's cut that. Water and sewage. Service fee. That needs to go up. That needs to come down. Electricity. Definitely need to whack that up a bit. I'm importing electricity. Roads. I got one progression point. Yeah, no. Well, we can't afford to take any more of that, so let's take a look at. Okay, so these buildings I put under here are not being utilized. We can whack on a couple of those. Let's see. This is. I want to look at my mixed commercial. It's going to be in here. Oh, well, we've run out of residential demand. Or I should say commercial demand, not residential. Now, we're still going to continue this as a trailer park. So we need to add some more road here. Now that ought to be a little bit interesting. That's all just straight up commercial. Well, let's grab this. Let's move it over here. Oh, one of our buildings just upgraded. %, 7 out of 10 households, 14 residents. We have a poor city. What about these guys? They sell electronics. If we look over here, poor, 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 poor. Yeah, we have a pretty poor town here. Of course, we're losing a lot of money still, so. Let's see. We're gonna have to see how much money we can save. Okay, so our monthly balance is still at minus 110. That's the best I feel comfortable doing. We're closing on 100,000. We're still 65,000 in the hole. Let's see what we got over here. Uh-oh. What's going on with the water? Power station cannot produce enough electricity. We need to drop another power station, apparently. And our water... I bet you it's the same thing. Yep. have to up those budget items. What is not enough electricity? $380 kilowatts. 379 kilowatts. And they're supposed to be able to produce how much? Megawatts. Oh. So 80 is too low. And these guys over here are importing. Okay. We'll go transmission lines. There we go. Yes. Okay, let's see how much we save by doing that. Okay, so we are only 50%. We just need more residents, I think. %, usage, okay. Let's look at... Are these all? No, they are not. Those are still not being occupied. Why? Industrial, manufacturing, ground pollution low, noise pollution low, cost 0, income 0, profit 0. Vegetables. That's something else we could look at. We got our tree farms going on. We got some okay, we got enough of this. We could start pulling in some of that. I don't want to play with oil though. Okay, we could do some farming up here. We could do a little bit of mining right there. Got some kind of ore. But I want this to be a fishing dependent village, so I don't want to get too much into those. Let's see, this is what I put in here. Okay, let's... no, that's specialized. That's not what I was looking for. City statistics. Money is going down. Expenses have gone up. So it says it's all electricity. Let's see. Let us continue. We got low density residential. we've got spaces going wanting for people. Actually, you could fit in rather nicely right there. And I think I'm going to put a path. Right through there. Okay, so why is nobody building on that parcel of land? Did I zone it wrong?
It all began back in the time of the first antiques. Later, when phonographs came along, that seemed like a natural fit. As step into old and vital and breathe the air. You'll be transported back to the time of Edison, centuries before there was proper recording media. Old and right. Don't forget our collection of wax cylinders and player piano scrolls.
Welcome to Denny's Denims, where we got every denim you can imagine. We got square dance and box straps and hide-away at home dirty denims. Skirts and hats, belts and boots. We can cover you head to toe if that's what you like. Even got your dang old denim leg garters for the boys who love that denim real good. You ever wear a denim vest? I'll tell you, girl, you will have them swarming. You'll see. Come on down to Denny's Denims. I'll set you up. Don't ask for Denny.
Hi, baby.
Hi. I'm going to Fred Meyer FedEx.
Okay.
I'll see you in a bit.
Ooh, yeah, we're 3 hours. What do you mean, no pedestrian access? $75,000 more dollars. Yay. Okay, we'll go look at that in a minute. Yeah, we'll see. I don't want those quite on top of each other. Ooh, new signature building. 2, 3, 4 bars. 4 different bars that I could put in here. Let's turn off snapping. Well, I gotta say, I'm not the decorator that Biffa is, but this could certainly use with some decor in here. Maybe some hedges or bushes to separate the properties, but this is shaping up to be a nice little trailer park with some medium density apartment buildings mixed in. Yeah, still have lots of low density demand, but I think that's about the large as I want to get that little park there. So I think maybe it's time to maybe build an actual maybe a detached home community. I'm thinking that this little spit of land right up here is going to work for that. But we need to go up here and look at our mixed zone commercial. Oh, that's our sewage dump. But which reminds me, we went up a level. So that means, what do we want to get? We have 4 points available. See, we got the crematorium, we got that. No, we can get that. We can get the crematorium. I said I want the water treatment plant. So we're gonna get that.
It all began back in the time of the first antiques. Later, when phonographs came along, that seemed like a natural fit. Yes, step into old and vital and breathe the air.
Okay.
Transported back to the time of Edison, centuries before there was proper recording media. Oh, and don't forget our collection of wax cylinders and Claire piano spools.
Still waiting for some of these to level up. What do these guys need? Well, with poor wells, they're let's see, income. Actually, they're not doing too bad. It says they're poor, but okay, they provide food. They make 637 a month. Current amount of resources stored for later use. Yeah, no, I don't want to play with that. Profit. No, they're losing 8,000 a month now, all of a sudden. No wonder they're poor. What are they? Wages. Now they're back up. We are still losing money as a town, so let's see. I think it's time to go ahead and start building our little housing complex, our little development up here. But I'll be right back, folks. gotta say, I haven't noticed a whole lot of traffic. Few cars here and there. What are you doing over here? From Milton. Cargo. Processed goods. Timber. What's he? Oh, I bet you he's delivering for upgrades. Passengers 104. Okay, so that's somebody moving in. And yeah. Okay, so we got a little bit of traffic, but not a whole lot. But I think I am going to call this a session. Maybe go get some other stuff done and figure out how I want to decorate this. But before we get to the decoration of this area, I'm going to want to do this housing development up here. And we'll do that next time. Until then, I'm Rambling Rusty Elm. Have a good night, and don't forget to stop and smell the roses.